We are learning new information on the two sisters found dead in the Hudson River. The bodies of 16-year-old Tala and 23-year-old Rotana Farea were discovered duct-taped together in the waters off of West 66th Street. Investigators now say the women likely killed themselves in order to avoid being forced to return to their native Saudi Arabia. Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan live in Midtown, which believed the two sisters spent some of their time in New York. Jim.
Yeah, Dave, we want to be clear. The medical examiner hasn't ruled this case a suicide yet, but police say that all evidence points to Tala and Rotana Farea having taken their own lives. Their money spent at expensive hotels and shopping around the city had run out. The Riverside Park playground is right on the water. A jogger there saw something jarring back in October. Two young women.
He described them as alone, just the two of them. They were sitting 30 feet apart, but he believed they were together. They were sitting with their hands in their heads lowered, and they were making noises loudly that he described as praying.
Tala and Rotana Farea were sisters from Saudi Arabia, and police confirmed both had claimed to have been physically abused by family members. One told a friend she would rather commit suicide than return to Saudi Arabia. Police believe that is now what happened. Their bodies were found loosely taped together in the Hudson River on October 24th. The two came to New York from Virginia using the older sister's credit card. Eventually, police believe the women were desperate.
We are looking at their credit card, and it was maxed out at the end.
Police initially treated the case as a double murder to make sure they looked at every possibility. Murder now seems less likely.
We have absolutely zero information to lead us to that.
The investigation isn't over. In fact, there are parallel investigations in Virginia and by the State Department. But as Chief Shea said today, there is no evidence that any crime took place in New York City.